Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Digital Relativity, a tradigital marketing agency crafting holistic strategies that engage and educate customers by pairing digital and traditional advertising to grow your business. More info at digitalrelativity.com.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, welcome to a special archive edition of Mountain Stage with Larry Gross. Recorded in 2002. Major funding is provided by Bailey & Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism.
Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. And as you can hear, we got a live audience here because we have some of the best American music you're ever going to hear on this show. Later on, an American legend, Mr. Doc Watson, will be out here. Also, during our next hour, fine bluegrass band, Blue Highway, and we have three special West Virginia guests, poet Kirk Judd, along with old-time musicians Mike Bing and John Blizzard. During this hour, we're going to hear one of the best old-time musicians in the USA, Mike Seeger. Also, one of our favorite singers, Maura O'Connell, is here. But to start us off, these two gentlemen that you see out on the stage next to me, they've both been on the show before. Tony Rice is making his fourth appearance, and Peter Rowan is making his sixth appearance on the Mountain Stage because we love their music so very much. Both of them have been involved with old-time bluegrass and bluegrass hybrid music for years. Tony was one of the great flat-pick guitar players. He was in that great group of J.D. Crowe in the New South, along with Ricky Skaggs and Jerry Douglas a long time ago, the original David Grisman Quintet, and worked with Norman Blake and many others. And, of course, Peter Rowan's done everything from play with Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys to play with the rock and roll bands, Earth Opera, and he started Old and In the Way with Jerry Garcia and played with so many folks over the years. Great songwriter. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Tony Rice and Peter Rowan.
Hey, thank you. Well, I'd like to dedicate this song to Doc Watson. It was at Doc's festival that Tony and I first got a chance to play together. If you ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antonio, beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime, call me on the phone. I will meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayer. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you ever feel sorrow for the love you have wrong, with no hope for tomorrow, in the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling with dreams that might have been, that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antone, beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime, call me on the phone. I will meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight I rode through the high mountain desert, down where the Rio Grande runs, through sagebrush and dust to the portals of adobe walls warmed by the sun, through the narrow walled streets of the village comes the laughter of children at play. A warm mother's smile, it lingers a while. Come back to old Santa Fe. I tied my horse at the cantina just as the sun's going down. I takes me a shot of tequila, I takes me a stroll through the town, on a bridge overlooking the arroyo. I hear a guitar softly play an old Spanish tune by the light of the moon. Come back to old Santa Fe. Come back to old Santa Fe. Come back to old Santa Fe. I know my love waits behind old Spanish gates. Come back to old Santa Fe. Softly falls on the plaza in the stillness before break of dawn. All through the night I've been searching, your memory calling me home. At sunrise down at the cathedral, a young girl in tears softly prays. Saints smile from above, I found you, my love. in old Santa Fe. Come back to old Santa Fe. Come back to old Santa Fe. I know my love waits behind old Spanish Gate. Come back to old Santa Fe. Thank you so much. I'd like to play a new song that is one of the ones we're working on recording here. If I can ever make this thing work. This is dedicated to those wild horses of America that still exist out on the plains. From Spain, from the sands of Arabia to the South Texas plain, North African tribesmen, they taught me to ride, galloping over the desert so wide, the high plains, Nevada, Montana, my home. Through swift disappearing wild pastures I roam. You cannot break me with your saddle and rope. My wild blood is freedom, my freedom your only hope. Let the wild Mustang always run free. Let the wild Mustang always run free. I'm the wild Mustang, I'll always run free. Let the wild Mustang always run free. I carry the burden of your unfulfilled dream. You cannot break me behind your barbed wire. You cannot break me, cannot put out my fire. I'm the wild Mustang, I'll always run free. I'm the wild Mustang, I'll always run free. Left
Peter Rowan, Tony Rice. Peter doing the singing, and Tony doing some fancy picking right there. Tony's latest album is called Runnin' Wild on Rounder, and Peter's latest album is called Reggae Billy on Peter Rowan's own label. You can find out more about what they're doing on their websites at tonyrice.com or peterrowan.com. That's ROWAN. Yes, sir. Stay tuned to this show. You're going to hear a lot of picking on this edition of Mountain Stage. The great Doc Watson is here. Blue Highway will be out. Mike Seeger and Maura O'Connell. But right now I'm going to bring out Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band. It's called I Don't Know Enough About You. She's going to be joined by Bob Thompson on the piano and the leader of the Mountain Stage Band, Mr. Ron Soule, up on the acoustic guitar. Ahmed Solomon plays the drums. Steve Hill is on the bass. Michael Lipton on the electric guitar. Say hello to Julie Adams.
I hesitate to mention, but it's always been my contention. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Just when I think you're mine, you try a different line. And baby, what can I do? I read the latest news, no buttons on my shoes. But baby, I'm confused about you. You got me in a spin. Oh, what a stew I'm in. 'Cause I don't know enough about you. Jack of all trades, master of none. And isn't it a shame? I'm so sure that you'd be good for me if you'd only play my game. You know I went to school and I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. sister of none. And isn't it a shame? I'm so sure that you'd be good for me if you'd only play my game. I read the latest news, no buttons on my shoes, but baby, I'm confused about you. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. I know a little bit about biology and a little more about psychology. I'm a little gem in geology, but I don't know enough about you. No, I don't know enough about you.
Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band. You can hear Julie on Gadfly Records.
You're listening to a special archive edition of Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to our next live show. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets at mountainstage.org.
Our next guest is one of our favorite singers, and she's been visiting us since the late 80s. We were looking over all the tunes that she'd done on the Mountain Stage over the years. She doesn't even remember some of them she did back then. Of course, we don't even remember the shows themselves, so she's better off than we are. She's got a brand new record, and she's still in her glory. It's called Walls and Windows on Sugar Hill Records. She's originally from Ireland, County Clare, grew up there in a musical family, third of four singing sisters, and her mother was a fine singer, well known in the area, so she had to keep up the tradition. Most contemporary folk singers we have on the show write their own tunes, but Maura O'Connell is one of those rare people who are song stylists. They pick out, she's got great taste. She always has wonderful songs she finds in various places. She brought some friends with her, some of the Nashville's finest. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Maura O'Connell.
When every bone is sore, you know you've prayed enough when you don't ask anymore. You know you're coming to some kind of understanding when every dream you've dreamed is past and you're still standing. Mama says God tends to every little skinny sheep. So count your ribs and say your prayers and get to sleep. And Nothing is louder to God's ears than a poor man's sorrow. Your daddy's poor today, and he'll be poor tomorrow. Hey, that's the poor man's house. Those kids are living in a poor man's house. They've walked to school with the soles of their shoes worn out, and come home in the evening to a poor man's house. There's nothing like poverty to get you into heaven. They've got a lot of wine and fish up there, and the bread's unleavened. They've got a lot of ears that have heard a whip go crack. Lots of missing toes and fingers and scars upon their backs. Daddy's been working too hard for days and days and doesn't eat. He doesn't say much, but I think this time it's gotta be. It isn't that he isn't strong or kind or clever. Your daddy's poor today, and he'll be poor forever. Hey, that's a poor man's house. Those kids are living in a poor man's house. They walk to school with the soles of their shoes worn out, and come home in the evening to a poor man's house. What are we chopping that wood for? Why are we growing that corn? Mama's sewing a brand new shirt, and you're wearing the one that's torn. And I guess it's for someone else's kid who wasn't born in a poor man's house. A poor man's house. Hey, take a look at that house. Those kids are living in a poor man's house. Seems like everywhere we go, they find us out. Find out we've been living in a poor man's house. Thank you. Thank you very much. Some of you may know that song. It was written by Paddy Griffin, one of the great songwriters that I've heard in the last while. In fact, I recorded 3 of her songs on the walls and windows, and I just was so taken by that song when I first heard it, because so many people in this day and age, you know, and probably before too, but I've noticed it, that so many people decide that, you know, poor people are poor because, you know, they just don't pull themselves up by their bootstraps. But, you know, we all know that there's many more things involved in the cycle of poverty. So there. And now I'm going to sing another new song for me, and it's by a guy from North Carolina. His name is Malcolm Hokum, and it's another sad song, but it's beautiful and melancholic, and I just love it. It's beautiful poetry, and it's called A Far Cry From Here. I've had misfortunes, losses, and wasted ways before me by the cost of giving someone time enough for spending love only borrowed. I've placed myself at ease, listening to the lies of self-belief, for wanting something close enough for keeping a far cry from here. But I've believe in ways than these. To speak another deer has been spared, innocent so near, a far cry from here. Distance dams the swallow hard for lending, love only borrowed. And some are sad but true to know there's been longing in just longing for someone. My shoulder rests a road I only follow, love only borrowed. Been spared, innocent so near, a far cry from here. Oh, but I believe in ways than these, to speak another dear who has been spared, innocent so near, a far cry from here. This is Don Johnson playing the bass. Dave Francis playing the guitar. And John Curran's playing the guitar. I'm going to sing a song now that I've known for a long time. It's a song that was written, or has been credited with being written by W.B. Yeats, the great Irish poet. And I recorded it on my last record, which was called Wandering Home. And, you know, there's all kinds of sadness, and this one is a song of regret. You know, there's all different colors of sadness, and this is one of the prettiest songs of regret that I know, and it's called The Sally Gardens. Down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take life easy as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her I did not agree. And in a field by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she placed her snow white hand. She bid me take love easy She bid me take love easy as the grass grows on the wheel. But I was young and foolish, and now I am full of tears.
Well, you feel like singing? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to sing you an Irish folk song, another one that was written more recently, though. And because it's so well known, I believe that everyone from 8 to 18, no matter where you live, knows this song. So I won't even bother introducing it. I'd be delighted to tell you, though, that it's a happy song. There are very few of them written in the world. Believe me, I know because I've checked. And so when I find them, I get really excited about them. I mean, I've known this one since I think I first listened to music seriously, but and you'll know it too, so we'll just go right on into it.
I can hear his heartbeat from 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time he smiles. And when he comes to me, that's where I belong. And I'm running to him like a river song. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He has a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. And when he comes to me as the sun goes down, he takes away my heartache, he takes away my grief. Oh, he takes away my trouble in the night like a thief. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. And I need him in the morning, and I need him in the night. And I want to throw my arms around him and kiss him and hug him, kiss him and hug him, kiss him and hug him tight. And when I am returning from so far away, he gives me sweet, sweet love. He brightens up my day, and it makes me righteous, and it makes me whole. Oh, it makes me mellow on down to my soul. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He gives me love, 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 crazy love. He gives me love, 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 crazy Thank you.
What a wonderful voice. Maura O'Connell Ms. Maura O'Connell. The latest record is Walls and Windows on Sugar Hill. Just love to hear her sing, and glad she finished with that Van Morrison tune. She was accompanied there by Don Johnson, John Kearns, and Dave Francis. Still to come on this mountain stage, the great Doc Watson is here. But right now, one of the best old-time musicians there is in the U.S., and he's been that for many years now. Grew up in what is perhaps the first family of folk music in the USA. His sister Peggy and half-brother Pete, and along with Mike, grew up in a home where they sang music all the time. His parents were musicians and musicologists, and he was steeped in folk music. He began to go out and play it himself back in the 50s. He not only learned from original sources like Maybelle Carter and Elizabeth Cotton and Doc Boggs, he also did a lot of research, gathered songs. He's made many albums over the years. 5 have been nominated for Grammys, including his most recent, Retrograss, with the late John Hartford and David Grisman. It's always nice to have him back on the mountain stage. He's going to play several instruments for you. Please welcome Mike Seeger.
Thank you, Larry.
My little Betty Ann is a pretty little girl, neither black nor brown. Just looks like a thunderhead before the rain comes down. Step like my little Betty Ann, step like I say. Step like my little Betty Ann, I'm bound to go my way. I'm going away, coming back again if it go 10,000 miles. Going away, coming back again if it don't take sick and die. What if you was take sick, my love, and die so far from home? Who would hold your waking head or hear your pitiful mourn? If I was take sick, my love, and die so far from home, I'd lay my head all on a rock so God could hear my moan. Step like my little Betty Ann, step like I say. Step like my little Betty Ann, I'm bound to go my way. Step like my little Betty Ann, step like I say. Step like my little Betty Ann, I'm bound to go my way. Thank you very much. Thank you for your nice welcome. I thought I'd play that on the gourd banjo for I really like that old-time sound. This one is patterned after the African banjos which first came to this country back in the 16 and 17, early 1800s. Big basket gourd with a piece of skin stretched across the top and lamb gut strings and an old-time tuning that I partly learned from a man here in West Virginia near the little town, in the little town of Wyden, West Virginia, up around the Strange Creek area, Mr. William Bragg. Let's see. I'll do a piece with the old-time Jew's harp here. I like the Scottish name much better for it, the trump. The trump. There's 800 other names around the world that I don't know, and they're all kind of fun, you know. And this used to be our country's most popular instrument because, as you can see, I put it in my pocket, and I can take it out of my pocket, and I can carry it around with me, and a good blacksmith could make them. Now, if you listen real careful here, you can almost hear me playing a fiddle tune on here.
Davy, Davy, poor old Davy, he got choked on chicken and gravy. Doodle diddle doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddy yada doom daddle doom dam doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddle doodle daddy yada. Well, you folks sure know good stuff when you hear it. I think that was about enough of that tune anyway. Those are heartfelt, mysterious words, don't you think? Just kind of. But everybody had a good time, I hope. Well, good. That's what you're supposed to do during that piece. There's a few folks who didn't have a good time on this song, though. This is one of those old English ballads. So everybody get comfortable, I am too. This is a song I've been singing since I was just a kid. I was one of those kids who was brought up by parents who wanted them to sing Barbary Ellen by the time they were 5 years old, and I think I did. Lord Thomas and Fair Ellender with the auto harp. Father, come, riddle to me. Come, riddle it all as one, and tell me whether to marry Fair Ellen or bring the brown girl home. The brown girl, she has house and land, Fair Ellender she had none. And there I charge you with the blessing to bring the brown girl home. He got on his horse and he rode and he rode. He rode till he come to her home, and no one so ready as Fair Ellen herself to rise and welcome him in. What news have you brought unto me, Lord Thomas? What news have you brought unto me? I've come to ask you to my wedding, a sorrowful wedding to be. Oh mother, would you go or stay? Fair child, do as you please. But I'm afraid if you go, you'll never return to see your dear mother anymore. Dressed in white, her sisters dressed in green, and every town that they rode through took her to be some queen. They rode and they rode till they come to the hall. She pulled at the bell and it rang, and no one so ready as Lord Thomas himself to rise and bid them in. Then taking her by her lily white hand and leading her through the hall, saying 50 gay ladies are here today, but here is the flower of all. Brown girl, she was standing by, with knife both keen and sharp, between the long ribs and the short, pierced fair Ellender's heart. Lord Thomas, he was standing by, with knife ground keen and sharp, between the long ribs and the short, pierced his own bride's heart. Then placing the handle against the wall, the poet against his breast, saying, this is the ending of 3 true lovers, God sends them all to rest. Oh Father, go dig my grave, go dig it wide and deep, and place fair Ellender in my arms, and the brown girl at my feet.
Thank you, folks. I love listening to some of the old-time great musicians who were recorded back in the late 20s and early 30s, some of whom were from this state and actually from Logan County in the coal country, I think more or less south of here. And I got so intrigued with one of the people, Frank Hutchison, that I went on a little trip to try to find him, because he recorded a piece called the Logan County Blues. I think that's what it was, as I recall. And he played the guitar something like this. I never did find Frank Hutchison. He'd passed away about 20 years before I got to near Lake, West Virginia, where he was from. But this is one of the pieces that I heard him play way back then. Put on my first record back around some 40 years ago or so. This is just a regular guitar played in kind of Hawaiian style or blues style, as Mr. Hutchison learned from an older guy who was a black guy from probably over Cincinnati. So like a lot of music from this country, it owes a lot to the interaction of African American and European American people. That's been the basis of American music right along, all the way from the banjo to the blues and on to rap, and Lord knows what's next.
Got the worried blues, got no heart to cry. Got the worried blues, got no heart to cry. If the blues don't kill me, boys, I'll never die. Some people say the worried blues are not bad. Some people say the worried blues are not bad. They're the worst old thing a man ever had. They make you believe this world is upside down. They make you believe this world is upside down. I've traveled this world, it's boys, it's all around. When you got the blues, you can't eat nor sleep. When you got the blues, you can't eat nor sleep. You walk around like a police on his beat. I dreamed last night, lied all back in the bed. I dreamt last night, lied all back in the bed. I dreamt last night that woman I love was dead. That woman I love, she's done dead and gone. That woman I love, she's done dead and gone. She left me here just to sing my ragtime song. Went to the graveyard, looked in a woman's face. Went to the graveyard, looked in a woman's face. I love you, honey, but I sure can't take your place. Woke up this morning, freight train on my mind. Woke up this morning, freight train on my mind. I believe all around there, I better hike on down the line. Well, gonna leave this country, sure gonna leave it soon. Gonna leave this country, sure gonna leave it soon. Everybody in this whole world sure gonna have my road. When I leave here, just hang crepe on the door. When I leave here, just hang crepe on the door. I won't be dead, I just won't be here no more. Worried Blues.
Mr. Mike Seeger, one of America's greatest traditional music players, musicians, interpreters. And that old gourd banjo is really something to see. It's not old, though. That one's fairly new. There's a fella, he said, that makes them. And they really sound. I really love the sound of that thing. It's the old-fashioned sound of the old gut string banjo. Mr. Mike Seeger. His most recent album is called Retrograss, along with the late John Hartford and David Grisman. And he's made a whole bunch of albums over the years, as well as some documentary films about a lot of America's finest traditional musicians.
We'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening over WFDD in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and on Jefferson Public Radio, KNCA in Bernie, California. We hope you'll be with us next week as we revisit a show from Huntington, West Virginia, featuring St. Paul and the Broken Bones, Shamika Copeland, A.J. Croce, Ona, and West Virginia Poet Laureate Mark Harshman. You're listening to a special archive edition of Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Support for Mountain Stage comes from this station and from West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for joining us. You got a lot of treats in store for you. Doc Watson will be out in just a little while. Also, during this hour, we're going to hear from three West Virginians, poet Kirk Juddle and some old-time musicians Mike Bing and John Blizzard have a poem for us. But to start us out, the folks you see up here right now, the name of this group is Blue Highway. They are one of the most popular and most talented bluegrass groups in the nation. And bluegrass is in now, boys. Things are happening big since the old Brother Where Art Thou movie came out, and that soundtrack is winning all the awards and selling millions of records. It's high time, and it's a good thing that bluegrass music is being appreciated by a bigger portion of the American public. These guys just made an album of all original tunes. Got a couple of different songwriters in the group. They've written songs for other folks, and they decided they might as well write them for themselves. It's called Still Climbing Mountains on Rounder Records. Please welcome to the Mountain Stage, Blue Highway.
Really?
Oh, thank you so much, folks. We're Blue Highway. We're from down Kingsport, Tennessee way. That's where we park the van anyway. We want to tell you that song there was written by our dobro player. He's from the home of bluegrass music, San Francisco, California. Would you make welcome, voted 5 times the best dobro player in bluegrass music, Mr. Rob Ikes. This next fella here on the bass, he wrote this next song we're going to do, and he's a founding member of Blue Highway, and he's been in ill health lately, and we're just tickled to death to have him back. He's one of the finest singers and songwriters in bluegrass music. Make him welcome Mr. Wayne Taylor. Thank you. You know, Rob's from right around the San Francisco airport there, and Wayne's from a place called Galax. Y'all know where that's at? Galax, Virginia? Yeah. That's a little bit further back in the sticks. Remind me of what somebody told me. They said they lived so far back in the sticks that where they lived, the Episcopalians handled snakes. That's back there. But here's a song that Wayne wrote. This is one called Don't Come Out of the Hole. I was a young man in my prime. I was barely 23 when I caught what I thought was my loving wife with the sheriff's deputy. They tried me in Knoxville, East Central Tennessee. Laughing the day I heard them say in Brushy Mountain Penitentiary, don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. You gotta stay down in the cold dark ground and load another load of coal. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. The state owns the rights to your body till the good Lord claims your soul. I haven't been there very long, I guess a month or so, when they said we need more men in the mine, so in the ground you go. Don't even think of running, was the first thing I was told. Cause there's a guard with a gun and orders to shoot the first man that comes out of this hole. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. You gotta stay down in the cold dark ground and load another load of coal. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. The state owns the rights to your body till the good Lord claims your soul. There's nothing in this whole wide world worth the sacrifice of life, not even the love of the jealous man for his two-timing wife. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. You gotta stay down in the cold dark ground and load another load of coal. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. The state owns the rights to your body till the good Lord claims your soul. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. You gotta stay down in the cold dark ground and load another load of coal. Don't come out of the hole, don't come out of the hole. The state owns the rights to your body till the good Lord claims your soul. The state owns the rights to your body till the good Lord claims your soul. Wayne Taylor! I'd like to do a gospel song for you. Before I do that, I want to introduce the other two guys real quickly in the band. On the banjo from Newland, North Carolina, make him welcome Mr. Jason Burleson. Filling in for our regular mandolin player, Sean Lane, is under the weather, but right here is one of the finest, plays in a group called Wildfire, former member of J.D. Crowe and the New South and the Lonesome River Band, one of the finest singers and mandolin players in the whole business, Mr. Darrell Webb. Thank you, Darrell. I'd like to do a song that we recorded several albums back. It's a eulogy that was written by my wife's aunt, and actually she wrote this not as a song but as a poem to be spoken over her body at her funeral. And I finally put a melody to it a few years back, and hope you can identify with this. If you've lost someone close to you, we'll send this out especially to you. It's one called Someday.
Someday when my last line is written, someday when I've drawn my last breath, when my last words on earth have been spoken, and my lips are sealed in death, don't look on my cold form in pity, don't think of me as one dead. It'll just be the house I once lived in. My spirit by then will have fled. I'll have finished my time here allotted, but I won't be in darkness alone. I will have heard from heaven the summons to come on home. And when my body is in the grave, don't think that I'll be there. I won't be dead but living in the place Jesus went to prepare. And after all is said and done, know that my last earnest prayer is that my loved ones be ready someday to meet me there.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. All right, we want to do a song now written by a native West Virginian. I don't know if anybody knows this fella. He's from Warrior Mine, West Virginia. His name's Carl Rutherford, and he's I believe he's been on this show before. And he's a great singer, and I actually was a judge in a songwriting contest down at East Tennessee State in Johnson City, and this song came across with all these other country songs in the country category about a fella losing his job to a machine and a coal miner. And it just blew me away, and found out that Mr. Rutherford had worked in a coal mine and actually did lose his job to a machine, and which is happening more and more these days. So we'd like to do it for you. It's one called West Virginia's Last Hand Loader.
I'm going down in the mine one more time. I'm gonna load my old car one more time. Hang on that check of mine one more time. I'm going down in the mine, load that car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time. We've been watching those trains come through the holler. We've been bringing in all of them big machines that was specially built to fit our scene. Yeah, they're bringing in machines to dig it faster than me. So I'm going down in the mine one more time. My doctor, Lord, he says it's about time. Amen, my boss, these lungs don't belong in a mine. Amen, my boss says it's alright, just one more time. But I'm going down in the mine,
load that car one more time. I'm going down in the line one more time. It's all gone. I don't know how I'll ever make it on my own. It's all mine, it has become the second home. I'm going down in the mine, load that car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time. I'm gonna load that old car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time.
Folks from Kingsport, Tennessee, please make welcome on the guitar, Mr. Tim Stafford, if you will.
Well, thank you, folks. Like Larry said, we're Blue Highway. We got a new record coming out. Well, it's out now. It's been out for several months on the Rounder label called Still Climbing Mountains. So check it out. All original, produced by Jerry Douglas. Special guest Allison Krauss. And she did right well on there, I thought.
I think so.
Last time I played Mountain Stage was with Allison Krauss several years back, but we want to do one here that was written by Wayne Taylor. It's one called the Danville Pike, and we'll see y'all later.
Riding through the night on the Danville Pike, gotta be there by the break of daylight. 25 miles is all I like. I'm riding the Danville Pike. He was the fastest horse anyone had seen. Well, the sole pony, he was tall and lean. He'd meet every challenge if they think they must. He'd leave them breathing heavy in a cloud of dust. It was just about dark on a Friday night, not a cloud in the sky, and the moon was bright. We were bound to do something that had never been done, make it all the way to Danville on an overnight run. Big Jim Grayson was a man of means, had more money than a poor boy's dream. It was $500 cause I know I'm right, never made Danville by the morning light. Well, the watch from my pocket says it's 4:30. Give up the rain and he begs for more. With a whole lot of heart and a little luck, we'll be drinking from the dam when the sun comes up. Through the night on the Danville Pike, gotta be there by the break of daylight. 25 miles is all I like, I'm riding the Danville Pike. Thank you, bud.
Some of Bluegrass best right there. Rob Ikes, Tim Stafford, Jason Burleson, Wayne Taylor, and Darrell Webb sitting in for Sean Lane. They're a Blue Highway, and their latest record is called Still Climbing Mountains on Rounder Records. And it's all original tunes. That latest record is all tunes they've written, and you heard some of them right there. Blue Highway. Been looking forward to hearing those guys for a good while, and glad to get them on the show. They were up at the Snowshoe Bluegrass Festival last summer. And our next guests are some folks who have started a great thing up on Snowshoe Mountain every year. It's called Allegheny Echoes. And if you enjoy old-time music and you want to learn how to play it, this might be the place for you to come. Wherever you are, you come to the Mountain State, have a great time, see some beautiful country, and maybe you want to learn how to play the banjo or the fiddle or the mandolin, or if you want to learn how to sing old songs or even write songs or just write poems or whatever. Allegheny Echoes is a great place to do it. There's a whole bunch of West Virginians that are getting together right now for a week every year. This year it's going to be June the 23rd through the 29th. And we got three of them with us. Mr. Mike Bing, who's going to play the mandolin here, and John Blizzard on the banjo, and Kirk Judd, who's a poet. And they put together a special program where Kirk recites some of his poems, and they play some old-time music behind them. They just took this to Ireland with some other musicians, and it was a big success over there. I think I heard they over there 2 weeks and did 13 or 14 shows. Didn't have much rest, not too much time for sightseeing, but the people wanted to hear him perform. Kirk's latest book is got a couple things out, Towel Billy, and also he's the editor of a collection of West Virginia poetry called Wild Sweet Notes, 50 Years of West Virginia Poetry. Mike Bing and his brothers, the Bing brothers, the latest record is Just for Spite. And John Blizzard, latest record is called Protect the Innocent. Please welcome to the Mountain Stage Kirk Judd, Mike Bing, and John Blizzard.
Thank you. Thank you much. This poem kind of talks about what's been going on here tonight, about how the Appalachian culture embraces all of the tunes we play and the stories we tell. And the title of the poem is The High Country Remembers Her Heritage. And the tune that Mike and John are going to play is a really neat old tune called Grumbling Old Man and Growling Old Woman. My people was music. Their lives were poems told in the old language of earth and season, rain and sun, field and sweat, stream and blood. My people was music. They come to this country in fiddle cases stowed on a tide. They burst on the shore, and notes was their babies, and they spread over the land, moving up the valleys and the hollows with the piping of the wind, moving up the rivers and the runs with the rhythm of the spawn, the pulse of blood on membrane beating, coming home to live. Coming home to die, coming home to live, coming home. My people was music. They throwed down roots and growed up families and stayed. Stand with your heart in the earth and your hand in the sky, and hear 'em in the hum of the planets, in the songs of the stars that carry the cadence of time. Hear your granddaddy in the high fiddle string, your rogue uncle in the banjo ring, your button shoe aunt in the corner guitar, keeping time, keeping time, keeping time. Hear 'em in there, 'cause that's where they is. My people was music. They didn't have no politics nor economics. They didn't write no history books nor newspapers. That's not how their legacy is kept. Their lives are the poems of my soul and the songs of my breath. My people was music. And if you want to know, you got to be able to hear. Thank you.
Kirk Judd was a poet. Mike Bing and John Blizzard were the musicians. And if you'd like to find out more about that presentation, or if you'd like to go up and learn how to play some old-time music or just listen to it, if you're online, it's AlleghenyEchoes.com. It tells you when and how and where. And we hope that you come and join those folks and a lot of other great people up there on Snowshoe Mountain. It's quite a lovely place to learn something.
You're listening to a special archive edition of Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org.
Well, folks, it's a rare privilege to introduce our next guest, a man who has meant so much to American music. If Helen of Troy had the face that launched 1,000 ships, this man had the sixth string that launched about 10,000 flat pickers. Ever since people came to know him back in the late 50s and early 60s, he was down in North Carolina, where he grew up in a very musical family, Deep Gap, North Carolina, and he was playing in a rockabilly band in the evening to make some money, and then he was also playing with his family and with some great traditional musicians like Clarence Ashley and others who preserved a lot of the old-time songs. And he burst onto the American folk scene and taught a lot of people about American Appalachian folk music and taught a lot about guitar. His latest record is actually something that goes back to when he first came to New York City, to Gertie's Folk City. It's a release of some performances never before released called Live at Gertie's Folk City. Please welcome, along with his grandson Richard Watson in just a few moments, Jack Lawrence, the great Doc Watson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to do something different from what's happening so far on the show. This was written by an old boy named Carson Robinson that had his own good big place in the beginning of recording country music and contemporary country songs. And I'll try to play the lead part on this and do the narrative, Richard, if you'll cover up my mistakes. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. The hands on the clock go round and round. I just get up and it's time to lay down. Life gets tedious, don't it? Shoes untied, but shucks, I don't care. I reckon I ain't a-going nowhere. I'd wash my face and comb my hair, but it's too much wasted effort. The door and the flies swarm in, and when I shut the door I'm sweating again. In the process, crack my shin, one darn thing after another. The cow went dry and the hens don't lay. The fish quit biting last Saturday. My troubles keep piling up day by day, and now I'm getting dandruff. Keeps howling so forlorn. That's the laziest dog that ever was born. He's a howling because he's a sitting on a thorn, and he's just too tired to move over. The tin roof leaks and the chimney leans, and there's a hole in the seat of my old blue jeans. I've had up the last of the pork and beans. Just can't depend on nothing. The water in my well's getting lower and lower. I can't take a bath now for 6 months or more. Well, I've heard it said, and it's true, I'm sure, that too much bathing will weaken you. There's a mouse been a-gnawing on my cupboard door. He's been at it now for, I guess, a month or more. Well, when he gets in there, he's sure going to be sore. There ain't a darn thing in it. It's debts and it's taxes and pains and woes and aches and miseries, and that's how it goes. And now I've got a cold in my nose. Sound like Bill Clinton. sun comes up and the sun goes down, and the hands on the clock go round and round. Let's just get up and it's time to lay down. Life gets tedious, don't it?
What is it, walk on, boy?
Here's a Mel Tillis tune called Walk On Boy, sort of a takeoff from the legendary character John Henry. I think Mel did a great job with this little sort of ballad song. And Richard does some fine lead guitar work on this. 2, 3, 4. I was born one morning, the rain a-pouring down. I heard my mammy say to my pappy, let's call him John Henry Brown. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. Mammy and pappy at just about the age of 10. Lord, they got me a job of working on the levee, toting water for the hard-working men. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. One day my pappy told me some advice I'd like to give to you. Son, find a good woman, be good to her, and she's gonna be good to you. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. If anyone ever should ask you just who is that fellow Brown, you can tell him I'm the boy that left his hammer smoking where he beat that old steam drill down. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, buddy. Let's give him a good hand. Thank you. And now from Harrisburg, North Carolina, let's welcome Brother Jack Lawrence to the microphone. Come on out here, son. You didn't say a word to this mountain stage audience, boy.
Well, hello there. He's adjusting the old microscope here so they can see me out there in radio.
I thought he'd do both at the same time. Let's go see Corina. What do you think? Hello, Corina. where you been so long? Come in, Corina, where you been so long? Ain't had no lovin' since you've been gone. Lord, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. I hear you. Corina, Corina, where'd you stay last night? Oh, tell me now, baby, where'd you stay last night? You come in this morning, sun is shining bright. Lord, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Corina, Corina, what's the matter now? Oh, tell me now, baby, what's the matter now? Why don't you quit that fussing? You don't love me no how. Lord, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Get out now. I hear you now, yeah. That gal Corina, she's long and lean. You ought to see my Corina, oh, she's long and lean. She can be like an angel, she can treat you so mean. Lord, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Let's pick one together. Goodbye, Corina, it's very well. Goodbye, Corina, it's fare you well. When I get back here, well, you never can tell. Lord, I love Corina, tell the world I do. I love Corina, tell the world I do. Just a little more love and let your heart be true. Here's a song that Jack and I just love to flat pick for you guitar players, and it's called Florida Blues. Thank you. I'm going to do a Jimmy Rogers tune, and I'm going to yodel, and I want to ask that little boy on the soundboard to get his head back. But when I yodel, because I may knock your ears off if you don't. So. T for Texas. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Well, it's T for Texas and T for Tennessee. T for little Thelma, she's made a fool of me. She got eyes like diamonds, Lord, her teeth shine just the same. She got eyes like diamonds and her teeth shine just the same. Well, she got sweet ruby lips and a hair like a horse's mane. Pick it, Jack. With a big old shiny barrel, yeah. I'm gonna get me a gun with a great long shiny barrel. I'm gonna run off that rounder. He been trying to steal my gal. If the house catch on fire and there ain't no water around, if the house catch a fire and there ain't no water around, throw my guitar out of the yard and let her burn right to the ground. Gone where the water tastes like cherry wine, yeah. I'm gone where the water tastes like cherry wine. This doggone city water, she tastes like turpentine. Thank you. I'd like to invite my grandson, Richard Eddie Watson, to come back out here with that little shiny guitar. And I'll grab my other two picks out of there, and we'll do a Merle Haggard tune called Working Man Blues. Between Jack and Richard, they'll find some good blues licks, and I'm going to see if I can finger pick a little of it. Boys, I'll give you the usual stomp into it. It's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. Boy, I've had to work, hey, dang near all of my life, and I'm keep on working. As long as these two hands are fit to use, hey, I'll go home tired in the evening and sing a little bit of these working men blues. All right, Jackson. Keep my nose close to the grunt zone just about every day. I might get a little tight on the weekend after I draw my pay, but I go back to working. I'm gonna buy my wife and kids some brand new shoes. Hey, hey. Oh yeah, got them mean old working man blues. All right, Richard. I'll make it suffer, son. Sometimes I think about leaving. I like to do a little bumming around. I want to throw my bills out the window, catch strength onto the town, but I'm back to working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. Yes, I am, yeah, yeah. I go home tired in the evening and sing a little bit of these working men blues. My daddy was a working man, he's a working man like me. He never stood in the welfare line, and that's one place I'll not be, 'cause I keep on working. As long as these two hands are fit to use, yeah. Pick my old guitar in the evening and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Thank you, folks. Good night, and Lord bless you all.
Doc Watson, the one and only, along with Jack Lawrence and Richard Watson, the man himself, Mr. Doc Watson. His latest album is live at Gertie's Folk City. Oh, yes. An American treasure. We're going to keep Doc Watson out here, keep Jack and Richard out here. Going to bring everybody else back out. My, oh my. What a evening of music it's been for us. Well, I hope you folks have enjoyed this show about half as much as I have. If you have, then you are elated. This is a couple hours of great music on this edition of Mountain Stage, and our thanks to everybody who made it happen. Tony Rice and Peter Rowan and Maura O'Connell, Mr. Mike Seeger, Blue Highway, Kirk Judd, Mike Bing, and John Blizzard, and of course Doc Watson, along with Richard Watson and Jack Lawrence. We're going to bring just about everybody else out here to do one more song for you, a song I learned off the Doc Watson album many years ago. Our thanks to you folks here in the auditorium for coming out, and of course special thanks to you there listening on the radio, because without you there wouldn't be any Mountain Stage, and we certainly appreciate you and all the great stations that bring us to you. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Andy Ridenauer. Associate producer is Linda McSperrin. Assistant producer is Mary Petty. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, and Jim Raines, with production assistance from Michael Lipton, Kenneth Gerald, Jeff Bosley, Bill Hunter, Doug Litton, Jonathan Wood, and Mary Lee. Manager of Corporate Underwriting is Marilyn DeVita. Satellite Uplink Coordinator is Walt Given. Promotion is coordinated by Michael Lipton and Greg Proctor. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're going to finish it out with a tune I bet you've heard before. It's a traditional song, and it goes like this. Oh, yonder stands little Maggie with a dram glass in her hand. She's a-drinking away at her troubles. She's a-courting another man. Peter, sing one.
Oh, how can I ever stand it to see those two blue eyes shining shining like a diamond, like diamonds in the sky.
Doc Watson, pick it out. All right, Jack. Mike Seeger, pick your banjo. Maura O'Connell, sing it.
Come go with me to the station. Got my suitcase in my hand. I'm going away for to leave you. No, I'm going to some far distant
Let's hear that
land.
dobro.
Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism. This is NPR.